All right, welcome to the well as we kick off 2026. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. Okay, I'm Maria from Integral Bloom, Angela from Grounded Dreamers, and let's just go right into the reading.
Let's get
Yes.
let's get to it. So our opening card and the main theme here is passages. This
Hmm.
is indicating that we're in transition. We're always in transition of some sort. But this is a major sort of demarcation point, obviously. We've got the fresh start to the year. We have, 9 year to 1 year in numerology. We're on a fresh path. There's a lot happening that's being dismantled from our past and the things that we're comfortable with. Whether or not we agree with it, it's there's a transition happening.
Hmm.
And so now we need to take the reins and figure out where do I want my life to go in the face of all this shift that's going on in the universe. So
Right.
prepare yourself for a voyage of your soul and like deliberately move from one realm to another, from one perspective or viewpoint or situation to another, and really set your
Hmm.
sights on what you want to transform.
Hmm.
Life um, always changes, but you're eternal in the middle of all that, right? So really gaining your ground as far as who am I, what do I want, and where do I want to travel to next? That's the whole theme here for this reading.
Hmm.
And then our first step, because we have a few practical steps here that in the cards that follow that will help us on that path. And the first step I got was reflect. And
Hmm.
the top of it says, what does standing still reveal? What does standing still reveal? Instead of,
What does it say
ha-
down at the bottom
oh, it's the
in
great
the
blue
card?
heron, the great blue heron. I know it's a little
Oh,
fuzzy.
I
I
see.
think
Great Blue Heron. Okay.
yeah, it should. I don't know about the zoom on this camera. It's not really
That's okay.
focusing, but yeah, it's just naming the animal. Um, but yeah, instead of what do all the thoughts that are swirling in my head reveal? No, this
Hmm.
is standing still and getting deeper, getting grounded, getting into what am I feeling? You
Hmm.
know, can I reach what my true purpose is, right? Who do I really connect with?
Hmm.
What, the real foundational ideas and practices that we can put into place in our life right now to get us set for this voyage, this transition that we're getting ready to embark on. So the reflection time is important. Don't have to plot any plans yet, but just ask questions of your own soul.
Hmm.
And then I got accept your gifts. This one is, really tune in to what are your natural gifts, right? Are you a leader? Are you, an animal lover? Are you a nurturer? Do you like using your creativity to express yourself? What are your gifts? For me, I feel I'm a connector. I love to connect with people and really hear them and assure them that they belong. Everything they're going through is normal. That's what my soul readings are about because we all deserve to be recognized and seen and also held as we move through some transitions. But what are your particular gifts? What are those things that light you up from the inside? And this is what you want to begin to return to
Hmm.
in this period that we're in now. That's the goal of this reading. Then I got innocence after that. So this is really working on and shifting to train your mind to take on new perspectives. This is the card where the old wise man looks at this grasshopper as if he's never seen one before and marvels at it. Like, oh, look at this creature, and it's chirping at me and laughing as if he's like a child would at his first time seeing one. This is, a clear eyed, new, um, visionary way of moving ourselves away from this muddled uncertain, chaotic mental state to this is who I am and this is how I'm going to approach it. This is how I'm going to become it. It's a decisive moment for us.
Mm.
And then the next step is I got offerings. And this is the sharing, the giving, give freely, keep giving of yourself. If you identify whatever that gift is, use it. Use it to connect with others. It doesn't have to be this big declaration or become your new career or whatever, but use that gift in your daily life with others and give it away. Give it
Mm.
away. That's how
Mm.
you start the flow of the reciprocity that happens in the universe, the karmic
Mm.
balance, the finding your right people that you align with. It all starts with you and
Hmm.
sharing your heart.
And your gifts, sharing your
All your
gifts.
gifts. It's so important that we live
Mhm.
out what our purpose is.
Yeah.
Um, and then
Infuse your
after
aura.
that, our next step is think. So here comes the mind part now.
Right.
Remember, we talked about clearing that and just deepening into what we feel is best for us, what we really tune into in our soul. Now we can let our mind take a role, but clean up our thoughts because what we think, you become what you think about. So this is a mind filled with clarity,
Mm.
not the muddled, oh my gosh, I'm scared, I don't know, I'm stuck. Not that. We got rid of that, right? That was 2025. And we're moving into now, this is it. This is me. I'm gonna kick butt now. This is it. I'm going for this. And really like the minute a thought comes in that's questioning or uncertain, shift it around, get back to that innocence, get back to that, nope, this is my new way. This is my new perspective. We're going to have to really sort of brainwash ourselves for a little bit
Mhm.
as we
Mhm.
shift into our new reality. But it all produces change. We already are always in the midst of change.
Yeah.
But this card is a reminder that, in some small ways, we can control the changes in our own lives. The life stuff and the outside stuff always happens. That's that wheel that's going around. But we can get to the center of that wheel and focus only on our next choice
Mhm.
and make it. And then that's how we implement change, the change we want to see happen in our lives.
Mhm.
Um, and then the last card of this spread from the passages and transitioning into, taking that
This.
voyage of the soul,
Yeah.
I got imagination. And this is
Mhm.
let your dreams take flight. So now you've done the preparation. You've cleared, you've gone into reflection. You figured out deep inside, what do I want? I've identified my gifts. I'm giving them away. I'm sharing them, cleaning up my thoughts. And now my dreams are free to soar. And that creates the momentum and the flow that you want. And when we were in the group this morning, I kept getting the image of a slide. I kept seeing it, and I saw those big giant slides that you get the rug and you go down it, the big giant ones, and how that first moment, and even those big water slides with the tunnels, that you can't really see where you're going, that first moment when before you start the journey, it's like, we're stuck. And that's how I feel we kind of have been in 2025 is
Mm.
like, I don't know if I want to go. But once you just that first little movement, you're like,
Mhm.
whoa, what did I wait for? Like, why was I
Mm.
waiting? Right? This is
Mhm.
so fun and I'll go wherever it takes me. Right.
Mhm.
And that's the energy we want going into 2026.
Mhm.
Slide into it.
I love that spirit of slide and play and ease. And yeah, so let's take a moment and be with this reading, this powerful reading for the new year. And I want to invite everybody to just pause and just take a deep breath and go into your heart space. Right? This is all about this passage, right? This journey of the soul that our year is embarking upon. Just take a moment and tune into your heart. And what is that dream that lives deep in your heart? Maybe you hear it as a whisper, but just take a moment and really listen. And then fast forward the journey to standing in December 31st, 2026. What have you accomplished?
Mhm.
Just take a moment to be with that arc. What have you accomplished? Just take a moment and see yourself there, feel yourself there, standing in December 31st, 2026.
Mhm.
and set some intentions. And then we'll move into the second part of the reading.
I see
Hmm.
that. I feel that.
Yeah,
Okay, so we left off letting our dreams take flight, and the next
love that.
phase of this reading, the clarification of it, is manifest your dreams. What is my life
Hmm.
purpose? It's just what we spoke of. What do I have to offer? What are my gifts?
Yeah,
What is my life purpose? And so that's our starting point for this half of it, which I
yeah.
love because we want an unyielding focus on it. We want
Hmm.
to almost, like we said, brainwash ourselves, like shift the way we see it, shift the way we show up
Hmm.
to get ready to go down that slide. And then I got from that the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone.
Hmm.
And I don't think anything is ever set in stone in a way, right? We lock ourselves into situations sometimes and it feels like it's immovable, but
Hmm.
there's always the choice.
Hmm.
So, reminding ourselves, right, that we are choosing our path. We're the
Hmm.
director of this. Even with all
Hmm.
the stuff going on around, I can still focus down into my own life and figure out what way I want to go next. And then I got Patience, the Foggy Bay. And this
Hmm.
is, you know what? I think this is another heron.
It is. I just noticed that. It's funny. I didn't notice that before, but I just did too. Hmm.
So maybe we need to look up
Patience.
the heron as a totem because that's pretty, yeah, that's not
Mm.
usual bird. As
Hmm.
far as not in my life, it isn't. But I love this how it's asking for patience. Let
Hmm.
the fog clear now and then. If it gets
Hmm.
uncertain and unclear and a little scary, just pause.
Hmm.
Well, look, hello, that's where we are, and pause at the
Pause at the
well.
well.
But
Exactly.
literally, yeah,
Yeah,
and let
literally
the
pause.
fog clear. It's,
Yep.
we have this thing that we do to ourselves as humans. We set a goal and we set the steps, and it's like trudge through it with and losing sight of life around us. And
Hmm.
there might be other signs trying to tickle, like enter your realm and say, hey, this way might work too, or you
Hmm.
can still get there if you do it this way. And we
Hmm.
ignore it sometimes because we have
Hmm.
set the list, we've written the outline, we've started taking the steps, and we don't want to, we won't don't want to deter from it.
Hmm.
But sometimes just letting the uncertainty clear
Yeah.
and then determining, oh, I think I'll go in this direction instead.
Hmm.
Sometimes
Hmm.
that's where your flow is, or usually that's where your flow is.
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
it makes it a little easier.
Hmm.
And then I got the burden, and this is guaranteed that we're going to get mental blocks. We're going to have
Mm.
moments where
100%.
it's all piling on. We
Hmm.
are. That's,
Hmm.
that's part of
Hmm.
why we're here. But we also get to put that burden down. This is,
Hmm.
one guy here is carrying another guy who's leading everything, right?
Hmm.
This is kind of your mind kind of
Yeah.
saying, go this way, go that way, do it like this. And this guy's like, wait a minute. I didn't ask for I didn't ask for this, right? So
Hmm.
he needs to release that burden, release that
Unburden.
other being on top of him to be
Mm.
able to clear his mind and move forward. And
Mm.
then the next two cards tell us exactly how to do that. And the first one has turned out to be our favorite one, and it's laugh.
Yes.
Where is the levity? Like we can take
Find
any
pleasure.
situation, and if we stick with serious, right? We feel
Right.
that increases our burden. It doesn't mean we don't acknowledge, oh, this is a serious situation,
Hmm.
but at what point do you release yourself from that hold, right? And one way through it
Totally.
is laughter easily. And this
Hmm.
says find pleasure in laughing at how ridiculous life can be. Because it really can be, right? And if you
Yeah.
think from a spiritual perspective, our souls and our guides and all those that are beyond in the realm are probably like, why are you so serious? It's all working out. Like it is right in front of you.
Mm.
December 31st, 2026 is right there. And you've done all that, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
we've sitting here all morose with our seriousness. So find the time to laugh. Turn to it if you can't generate it from within you. Turn on a comedy, find a stand up, find another way to get through your days with a little levity. It really does, it does clear a lot of that burden,
Yeah, it's very healing to the soul.
really healing. And then another way to clear that burden I got was this card called the Isle of Calm. And this
Hmm.
is really just practicing breath.
Yeah.
The imagery here of this beach island is to remind us, you know, of a when we're in meditation or when we're in a quiet moment or taking a walk by ourselves or we can imagine a scene like this with the ocean and the waves lapping on the shore, and we can um, coordinate or time our breathing to that imagery. And this is really just a reminder to meditate, but to be in concert with that flow of life, to be in that flow so that we can take this guy off our shoulders, right?
Yeah. We can unburden our
Yeah,
system.
really
Hmm.
can take a toll. And then the last two cards, it's a reminder. On top of the change card, I got the creator. And this is a
Hmm.
reminder. Remember, we said that stuff's always happening, but I get
Yeah.
to decide what way I go.
Right.
And this is just a reminder that you are creating the quality of your life by how you show up, by how you respond to all that chaos, by the next decision you make is creating a whole new part of your path, and then the next one, right? And then pretty soon it's December 31st, 2026, and you go, look what I
Hmm.
did.
Look what
Look
I
what I
created.
created. So that's your daily reminder. It is represented by the third chakra, which is
Mm.
your will,
Solar
your
plexus.
self-empowerment, the
Hmm.
self-expression, who you are.
Hmm.
And then our final card that really just ties in well with that first passage is like I'm moving into another realm, and I've learned how to align myself with how to move through that. And the last card shows the transcending
I love
quality
it.
of our lives. And like Maria pointed out, that's the Pegasus, and we are in the year of the horse.
I love
So
it. It's the
I
horse
love
with
it.
wings
I love it. I
for
love how they
our,
align all the time.
I know I love it for
Yeah.
our soul to take flight this year. And I love what you just said too. I just want to end with like inviting everybody to stand again at the end of the year. So future fulfilled December 31st, 2026, and just stand there and look around yourself and say, look what I created,
Mhm.
and just see what's there.
It's there too.
It's there. Okay, well, thank you so much.